News broke yesterday that a United States senator is under investigation by the FBI. And you may be asking, why have I not heard more about this story? I think I know why. I'll tell you in a minute, but details surrounding the investigation are still a little unclear. But Senator Menendez from New Jersey was previously indicted in 2015 for a bribery scheme in which the senator allegedly accepted gifts from a Florida ophthalmologist in exchange for using the power of his Senate office to benefit the doctor's financial interests. Case ended in a mistrial. Jury ended up deadlocked 10-2, most believing him not guilty. I think that result led federal prosecutors to decline to retry him. But now, news of this recent investigation is noteworthy, coming so close to the midterms. Think about it. If it was just disclosed that now, 12 days before the midterms, a Republican senator was being investigated by the FBI, many who have been targeting the FBI would claim it was a political hit job. But this is a Democrat being investigated. So no one's really yelling about it. Maybe you hadn't even heard about it until now. But it's important in making a larger point in defense of law enforcement. Some have been trying to create a sort of cartoonish partisan version of the FBI, falsely suggesting the feds only go after Republicans, that they've become a purely political organization. Now, as regular viewers of this show know, I'm pro-law enforcement. I take on those who demean our cops. I celebrate their heroism in a way rarely seen on cable news today. I'm very proud of that. But I also think the FBI is our law enforcement as well. And the fact is that for whatever reason, few cover the many recent high-profile arrests of prominent Democrats by the FBI. Like former Democratic Congressman T.J. Cox of California, arrested in August, charged with fraud, money laundering, campaign violations. He could spend over 20 years in prison. And like any good political leader charged with a crime, Cox, a lifelong Democrat, suggested the FBI investigation was politicized against him.
Politics is a tough game. I wouldn't be in this position today but for the politics, and I think we all know that.
Just a couple of weeks ago, the DOJ got a guilty plea from the former head of the Louisiana Democratic Party, Karen Carter Peterson. She pled guilty to wire fraud after being accused of diverting $94,000 in campaign funds for personal use, including casino gambling, in addition to taking another $53,000 from the state Democratic Party for kickbacks. That investigation was led by none other than the FBI. In the spring of this year, FBI investigations led to bribery and corruption charges against New York Lieutenant Governor Brian Benjamin, as well as the once powerful Illinois Speaker of the House, Michael Madigan. In June, former Tallahassee, Florida mayor, who later ran against Ron DeSantis for governor, Andrew Gillum, was hit with conspiracy and wire fraud charges. All investigations headed up by none other than the FBI. Last month, the Democratic councilman and one-time mayoral hopeful in Cincinnati, P.J. Sittenfeld, convicted of bribery after he accepted thousands in campaign donations from undercover FBI agents posing as developers. In January, the FBI raided the home campaign of Democrat in Texas, Congressman Henry Cuellar. His attorney later said he's not the target of the investigation. There is currently a motion pending to have that search warrant unsealed. This might have been the first time you heard of any of those investigations, just like you may not have heard that Senator Menendez is under federal investigation now. But to be clear, I'm not suggesting that the FBI is targeting Democrats, no. There have been prominent Republicans under investigation as well. We've heard a lot about some of them. But I bristle when I hear people making sweeping and sometimes unfounded allegations against our cops, our border agents, our sheriff's deputies, our FBI, or our Capitol Police, for that matter. All have engaged in wrongdoing on occasion, but on the whole, they all do hard, important work every day. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.